Ba 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 da, ba ba.
Hello there, man babies. A roundhead Ruin Johnson here, coming at you all with another video. Been doing my Tai Chi. Don't mess with me, man babies. So, today I've been sent a very interesting manuscript which Ruin will now read with you all for the first time. Now, it's been sent to me by some mediocre indie author called Anthony Ergo. I don't know who this chap is, but apparently he's written something which is a suggestion for the opening for episode 9. Now, I know he's a big fan of Ruin, so I'm sure he's taken all Ruin setups and weave them into his idea for the opening of episode 9. So let's have a little look what this Anthony Ergo chap has to say. I'm sure it's very, very interesting. Okay, so this is Anthony Ergo, the man in question. So we can see him up here, looking rather mysterious. And these are some of his books that he has. So he's an author, and apparently he wants me to read his suggestion for how he thinks episode 9 should open to follow on from The Last Jedi. So let's get into that and see what this Ergo chap has to say. Okay. Luke opens his eyes to find himself in a gloomy forest. He looks down at his hands to notice a strange, luminous radiance around his fingers. The glow extends up his arms and down his body, enveloping him like an incandescent energy. It's happened, he says to himself. I'm one with the Force. Okay. Ruin is happy so far. He's embracing Luke's death, although I prefer not to have Hamill at all in the next film, but never mind. Let's see where he takes it from here. Not yet, replies a familiar voice from behind. Luke turns to see a figure standing at the entrance to a fog-laden cave. As he steps closer, the ground feels light beneath his feet, like he's walking on air. The mist disperses and he recognizes the old man before him. Ben, is it really you? Welcome to the passing point, Luke, replies Obi-Wan with a knowing smile. You've become more powerful than you could ever imagine. Ruin doesn't like the idea of Luke being powerful, but okay, let's see what else this goes. At least he's still dead. So, I'm now a Force ghost like you. Not yet. The voice comes from another form emerging from the cave. It's not your time, son. Luke draws breath at the sight of his father, free from the scars and suit of Darth Vader. Tell me what I need to do, father. I'm ready. There has been a great disturbance in the Force, replies Anakin. An old enemy has resurfaced. We must restore balance. Luke glances from his father to Obi-Wan. What do you mean? The answer comes from a third figure, a smaller being who hobbles from the cave. Go back, you must. Luke tries to remonstrate with Yoda, but the 3 Jedi Masters have already started to fade. The cave disappears, and the glow around his own body diminishes. Luke opens his eyes to find himself back on the island of Acto. He didn't die, and he never became a Force ghost. But now he knows what he must do. Using the power of the Force, he raises his old X-Wing from the sea. Like Luke, it has been damaged over time, but it can be saved, and so can the galaxy. It's not my time, he says. Not yet. So, this Ergo chap seems to be trying to retcon Ruin's ending to The Last Jedi. He has it so that Luke turns to a Force ghost, meets his father and former mentors in Obi-Wan and Yoda, who've also passed on, but rather than accepting Luke into the netherworld of the Force, they tell him to return, at which point he wakes up on Acto, raises his X-Wing out of the water, and then returns to lead the fight against the First Order. Ruin could not be more offended Luke is dead. I killed him. He's dead. It's over. And there's absolutely no way the fans would accept the return of Luke and accept a Luke who loves and cares for his friends and wants to join them and defend them and fight for them and lead the fight against the force of evil and possibly Palpatine and all the rest of the bad guys of the galaxy. There's no way the fans would accept it. They all want their expectations subverted. They don't go to see Luke as they know him leading the charge. No, not at all. Ruin knows best. We kill Luke, we get rid of him, and we move on with Tico and Holdo and a perfect Rey. That's what the fans want. Ruin knows. So, sorry, Ergo, we're not having any of that. You'll all see JJ will move perfectly forwards from The Last Jedi and will wrap up the Skywalker saga. So, what do you think of Ergo's suggestion? Would you want such an opening to episode 9, or are you on board with old Ruin Johnson? Let's get rid of Luke and let's just move forward with a new generation of Star Wars heroes. Interested to know your thoughts, Manbabies? Leave them in the comments, and until next time, herkly jerkly off now. Go on, wibbly wobbly off. I've had enough of you all. Bye-bye, tiddly-aw.
I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found.